Hi, this is Trepacer. I'm going to give you my review of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. episode 20 of season 2. Episode is called Scars. And this episode begins basically a flashback to a year where you see Agent Coulson going to a secret meeting with Patton Oswalt's character. You know, he's the guy that always acting, giving everybody a lanyard. And, he has 3 or 4 brothers. Either way, anyway, they basically talk about him basically misleading Agent May, saying he's going one place where he's actually going to another place. And of course, and then they flash forward to the present, and you see Coulson meeting with Gonzalez and the whole infrastructure of the new S.H.I.E.L.D. And Coulson basically said, "Listen, I'm going to be in charge, but just prove that I'm a team player." And they do talk about the events that happened in the Avengers movie, with Ultron trying to take over the, destroy the world, and all that stuff. And basically, they say that Coulson's going to be in charge, and he had to have Gonzalez as consultant. And all throughout, the episode, and actually, pretty much in the last 2 episodes, you see Bobby constantly questioning Gonzalez. So you can tell she's not, totally on board with him 100%. She's always questioning basically everything he does. And then they show Lincoln, who got rescued, the Inhuman got rescued, and Sky's with him, nursing him back to health. Actually, he actually wakes up on his own, and of course, they also show back to the place where Sky's mother is with Cal, and they're basically talking about Raina, and she's asking him how was Raina before, and he basically tells how Raina always, she started out small, and then she started gradually asking for more and more things, and she's always trying to better herself, basically, is what he's saying, but she can't be trusted. And actually, Raina is talking to Gordon, the teleporter, and telling him that, listen, I see, I had a dream, had a vision of this rock that's this ancient thing that's supposed to that the Kree actually created, and it's actually dangerous to the Inhumans. And she basically tells Sky's mother about it, and they actually go with Gordon. Allows her to go with Gordon to see if they can locate the device, which happens to be on the helicarrier, which is the secret thing that Coulson was actually, the secret base, that helicarrier that actually survived when S.H.I.E.L.D. fell, the first time. That was the secret thing that Coulson was working on behind everybody's back, and wouldn't tell, he didn't tell Agent May about. Okay, so now they decide, after actually Hunter runs into Gordon and the new Raina, and of course they boogie on out of there, but not before actually seeing the rock thing, which is behind this red door number 47, I believe. Okay, and they fuck her out of there. Okay, and then they decide, Coulson decides actually that they should actually meet with these Inhumans, that's what Sky actually names them Inhumans in this episode, I think. And they decide to, that they want to meet with the Inhumans. And of course, Gonzalez wants to, assault force, but Coulson says, no, we won't go in guns ablaze. We don't want to start a war. We're going nice and peaceful, like, it'll be me and a few of my crew. But Gonzalez says, listen, he basically brings up the good point about how giving one man too much power, basically he's talking about Iron Man and Avengers 2, which is a spoiler here I'm mentioning for those who haven't seen it, that, when Tony Stark tried to create this peacekeeping thing, and he did it on his own, or with Banner a little bit, but he did it mostly on his own without consulting anybody. The result was Ultron, and Ultron tried to destroy the world. So it's dangerous to try to give one man all the power. And Coulson considers it and said, you know what, okay, we'll send you Gonzalez. I'll send you to meet with Sky's mother. Okay, and then, Sky and Lincoln go back, separate from Gonzalez. They go ahead and they actually, inform her mother that, listen, I'm okay, Lincoln's okay, S.H.I.E.L.D. took care of him, and listen, they want to meet with you, okay, and, discuss, talk about peace, and she says, Coulson's coming, I trust him, he's how to treat me like family, so she's, okay, agrees to meet. But actually, Raina is filling Gordon in, telling him, "Listen, I see visions of Quinjets in the air, all armed and surrounding the compound." And of course, you think Gordon is considering it, and then of course you see Gordon go up to Sky's mom, and you think he's gonna, because Raina basically says, "Listen, I should be meeting with S.H.I.E.L.D. because your mother, Sky's mother is too trustworthy. I should meet with so this way we can avoid the disaster." So she's actually playing on his fears of Sky and mankind, regular mankind. And then you see Gordon approach Sky's mom, and then of course you naturally think that he's kind of hitting her away, because actually the next time you see Gordon, he approaches Raina and comes in the door, and Raina thinks, asks him, "Okay, we're ready to meet with S.H.I.E.L.D. Where did you hide Raina?" Sky's mom. I wouldn't want her to be hurt. But then you see Raina come in and with a couple of guards say, "Listen, I already knew you. Your power." She said, "I try to give you the benefit of the doubt, but you're obviously only for yourself." And they take her away, and they do agree to meet, with S.H.I.E.L.D. And then of course, you see she has a nice moment with Cal. Where Cal basically, she asks Cal about S.H.I.E.L.D. and stuff, and he says he basically hates him, especially Coulson, but he has to admit that Coulson did take care of Daisy. Okay, so he gives him that. He said, "But listen, I'll turn myself in. They like capturing people that are wanted for things. I murdered a bunch of people. I don't think S.H.I.E.L.D. agents," he says, but I do remember. So I'll turn myself in as a show, good faith." Which you see it touches Sky's mom, which her name is Ji Yang, I think. But anyway, but it touches. You see it touches her. Okay, and then you see the S.H.I.E.L.D. the ships, the Quinjets head towards the location. And actually, I forgot to mention in the beginning of the episode when Gordon teleported on the helicarrier, they actually was able to trace him, so they knew the location of the Inhumans compound anyway. But anyway, after you see all the Quinjets approaching, and you see Gonzalez talking with I think her name is Weaver. Yeah, he tells her, "Listen, I'll take this." He says, "I will take this as a last resort," and he puts something in his pocket, as a last, this, my backup or something. He says, basically telling her this is in case things go south. Okay, and you see putting something in his jacket, and then you see Bobby and May on the plane, and they're talking, and they're talking about about whether we can trust them or not. And then you see actually when they land and they get up, May actually says to Bobby, "You thought I would forget the way I would remember the way you treated me." Okay, and then she touches her face, and of course it's Agent 33 pretending to be May, and they fight, and Bobby actually knocks Agent 33 out, and then she gets off the plane, and then she gets shot with an icer, and guess who's right outside the Quinjet? You guessed it, Agent Ward. Smiling like the devil. Sorry about that. I don't know why this idiot was beeping the horn, but anyway, so it's Agent Ward. Cue the commercial, and then you see you actually see the real May after we come back on commercial. She's on the Quinjet with Gonzalez, so obviously that wasn't her, and she lands all clear, and then you see her come out with Gonzalez and everybody else, and then Sky sees that it's Gonzalez and not Coulson, and she's asking, "I thought it was Coulson." She said, "No, Coulson's back at base. I'm going to be the one to meet with him." So Gonzalez goes in to meet with her mother, and she basically said, "Here's in the spirit of cooperation, I'm going to give you Cal, who's a known murderer." And they say, "Okay, I'll have somebody come," and Cal exits. Okay, and then they start having a conversation. And oh yeah, Coulson said he's going to monitor the meeting, whatever that means. But anyway, you see them talking, Gonzalez, and Gonzalez tries to explain how S.H.I.E.L.D. is and how they're supposed to really protect people, and basically telling them he wants to index, her people in case any of them get out of control. He said that's what S.H.I.E.L.D. is supposed to do. And Sky's mother, at first she's kind of and actually Gonzalez pulls out of his jack pocket, his supposed backup thing is actually I think it's a Chinese like symbol thing that Sky's mom was going to give it to her daughter before she was taken away from her, but she never got the chance, and he gives it to her. So you think, oh, the meeting's going good. and then she kind of flips it and said, "Oh, people have always tried to, categorize things that are different." And basically, she flips out on them, and she pulls out so let me give you something, and then she pulls out one of these crystal thing that's part of that came from the diviner, that thing that you touch and you turn into stone if you're not an Inhuman, and she basically gives it to him, and he starts to turn to stone, and he pulls out his gun, but before he can shoot it, he basically turns to stone, and then she grabs the gun from him while he disintegrates, and then she takes a deep breath and she shoots herself twice in the shoulder and runs out and says, basically, "This is war. Gonzalez tried to kill me. This is, S.H.I.E.L.D. tried to kill me. This is war." And that's how it cuts off. And then you come back and you see Ward with Agent 33, and they're talking. They have Bobby tied up, and they're talking, and he said, "You did good, baby," and her being the inside S.H.I.E.L.D. and I guess being the double agent again, and she says, "Why don't we kill her?" He said, he tells her something about revenge being slow or something else. And then he said, "Look," she goes, "Listen, she's waking up." He said, "No worry," and shoots her twice more, to keep her down. And I forgot to say, Mac left. That happened early in the episode. He basically told Coulson that that you were infected, you were killed and you got brought back by alien blood. Basically, you don't trust any alien. And he said, I just got to leave. I can't stay. And he leaves. He gives him his badge, and Coulson thanks him for his 13 years of service. And Mac is out. Okay, and that's how the episode ends with with Ward and Agent 33, over unconscious Bobby, and we have to see how Ward and Agent 33 are going to play into next week, when we're going to assume there's going to be the war, because from the previews you see actually Sky and Agent May facing off, and now we know that Sky's mom is crazy as or maybe not crazy like a fox, by initiating this war with S.H.I.E.L.D. And we'll see if Coulson can step it out or whatever. And so Edward James Olmos says Gonzalez. He was a nice guy to hate. A lot of people hate his character because he's so by the book and everything else. But he was okay on the show. I liked him. I'm going to miss him not being on the show anymore. Okay, so anyway, that's my review of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. episode 20, Scars, and next week is the 2-hour season finale. It'll be 2 hours, so we watch that. Anyway, let me know what you think of episode 20 of season 2 of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And next week is the 2-hour finale, and it's S.H.I.E.L.D. versus Inhumans. So we'll see how that plays out. Anyway, feel free to leave comments down below. And this is Trepacer saying so long and take care.